For years, Nicki Minaj stood alone at the top of women's rap. She wasn't just successful, she was dominant. Chart records, pop crossovers, rap credibility, and a fan base that treated her like royalty. For nearly a decade, there was no serious challenger. Then, Cardi B arrived. Cardi came in fast and loud with viral personality, undeniable charisma, and a rawness that felt completely different from Nicki's polished pop rap persona. What made Cardi threatening wasn't just her popularity, it was how quickly she captured mainstream attention. In 2017, Bodak Yellow hit #1, and suddenly the industry had a new narrative, a new queen. At first, both artists publicly claimed there was no beef. They praised each other in interviews, collaborated on Motorsport alongside Migos, and tried to present a united front. But behind the scenes, tension was already building. Disagreements over verses, perceived slights, and conflicting stories about who said what began to leak into the public. The Motorsport situation became a turning point. Nicki suggested Cardi changed her verse after hearing Nicki's, while Cardi insisted she was blindsided by Nicki's comments. Fans took sides instantly. Social media amplified every rumor, every interview clip, every lyric that could possibly be interpreted as shade. As Cardi's career continued to rise, the comparisons intensified. Cardi won a Grammy for Best Rap Album, something Nicki had never won despite years of dominance. To many fans, that moment symbolized a shift in power. To others, it felt like the industry turning its back on someone who had paved the way. Things exploded publicly in September 2018 at New York Fashion Week. Cardi confronted Nicki at a Harper's Bazaar event, accusing her of liking tweets that questioned Cardi's parenting and loyalty. The confrontation turned physical. Cardi was escorted out with a visible bump on her head, and the feud officially crossed from subliminal to undeniable. After the incident, Cardi released a statement claiming she had tried to address the issues privately and was pushed too far. Nicki, on the other hand, denied the accusations and later addressed the situation on her Queen radio show, calling Cardi's behavior calculated and humiliating. From that moment on, there was no pretending this was just fan-made drama. The beef became deeply personal. Lyrics were dissected line by line. Interviews were analyzed for tone and subtext. Even moments that had nothing to do with each other were framed as competition. Fans weren't just supporting music anymore, and they were defending identities. Nicki's supporters argued she was being disrespected after years of influence and trailblazing. Cardi's fans believed she was being unfairly dismissed as an outsider who didn't earn her place. The argument was no longer just about two rappers. It was about legacy versus momentum, experience versus relatability, longevity versus impact. Over time, both artists shifted their focus. Cardi leaned further into her role as a cultural figure, businesswoman, and mainstream star. Nicki doubled down on her core fan base and lyrical dominance, reminding audiences why she held her position for so long. While the intensity of the feud cooled, the divide never truly closed. Today, the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B rivalry stands as one of the most defining feuds in modern hip-hop, not because of diss tracks or chart battles alone, but because it exposed how fame, gender, power, and legacy collide in an industry that rarely makes room for more than one woman at the top. And even now, years later, the question still lingers. Was this ever really about beef? Or was it about what happens when the crown suddenly has more than one claimant?